Hi, I'm Liz Butler, one of the founders of the Awakening Heart Collective. And in preparation for our first ever online event, which takes place on the 5th of November and is called Bigheart, I interviewed academic and heart researcher, as well as therapist, Louise Livingstone. Louise will be one of our speakers on the day. And along with her, there'll be other experts on the heart and workshop leaders, and we'll be coming together to discuss the transformational power of heart connection. So this is an online event, but it will be very interactive. There'll be chance to ask questions, to experience directly heart connection, and also to witness some really powerful demonstrations of cutting-edge research discoveries. We really hope you'll be able to join us on the day. But if not, you can always purchase the recording. To find out more details, please check out the website. And now sit back, enjoy this edited version of my conversation with Louise, and please do share this video with anyone you know who might be interested. Thank you.
All we need to do is turn our perception towards our hearts, to open our awareness towards our hearts, and to believe in the possibility that our hearts are there for us and are talking to us and can guide us into a fuller experience of the world. You know, everything is so medicalized, so pathologized, that really the only way that anyone really knows their hearts these days is as a biological organ.
Yes.
And then in that sense, the only heart that can live because of that is a kind of, sentimental, metaphorical heart.
Yes.
And I can tell everyone who's listening here, that is not what your heart is. It is so much more than that. I think I found my solace. I found my family in the land. You know, the stones, the trees, the plants, the animals, they were all my friends in a home environment that was challenging. It was full of conflict in many, many different ways. Yeah, I guess I always felt different, and I couldn't quite explain why that was. I always felt there was something different in me. Always felt a little bit of an outsider. So it was really important that I tried then to fit in. So I started to think of, well, how can I fit in and not be quite so strange or weird?
Right.
I think I did a really good job of molding myself and fitting myself in before I left primary school. Around about that time, I started to get really, really powerful chest pains. So I went to the doctors very often because I couldn't get a breath in because of the pain in my heart and in my chest. And I'd lost that chattering voice of the earth because I'd moved out of my body, out of my heart, and into the intellect, into the mind. I was basically admitted into hospital at that point because I had a chest x-ray, and I remember the doctors saying there's a black shadow over my heart, and we need to keep you in. We don't know what this is. And I said to the nurse, I'm absolutely freezing cold, and, please, can you help me get warm? And the next thing I remember was that I was having heart massage and I was coming to, and I'd had a cardiac arrest. And I know that has been my heart calling me back.
Yes.
Calling me back, calling me back. And when I wasn't listening, my heart had to shout louder and louder and louder. I met then my partner, my husband now, who I'm with now, who awakened something in me. That was my awakening. Because there was this deep sense of this something more, this energy, this awesome power that runs through our lives, and it manifested in the form of my husband now, who is now my husband. And I count myself so lucky to have met him, and without him I don't think I'd be here today. I really don't. So I went for a Reiki session and just had the most incredible experience. I felt like I was standing up, when the Reiki practitioner was at my crown
Mm.
chakra,
Yeah.
I had, for all the sense in the world, I thought she'd pushed the bed up and I was standing up, and I
Right.
was actually still, I opened my eyes and I was still lying down, and I
Yeah.
thought, I can't explain that. And
Yeah.
that changed my whole life. And I
Right.
I learned Reiki, became a Reiki practitioner, learned crystal therapy,
Wow.
became a crystal therapy practitioner, learned EFT. This whole seminar was talking about James Hillman, talking about the heart as an organ of imaginal perception.
Mhm.
It's the heart that receives the world first. The world speaks to us through the heart, and then everything gets passed up to the brain, the mind, the discursive intellect for analysis. But it's the
Mhm.
heart that responds to the world as
Mhm.
it's, and it's this barometer, this kind of compass. And I was like, oh my goodness me,
That
that's
really
what
hit you.
this is
Yeah.
about. And I just one night just said, that's it, I'm gonna do it, I'm
Mm.
done. And then this, I still don't know whether it was a voice
Mhm.
or a deep intuition. What I've come to understand it as now is my heart speaking to me,
Mm.
because that unlocked the next 15 years for me and going on and doing postgraduate study and my PhD. But what I
Mm.
recognize it as now looking back was my heart saying to me, please stop this, Louise. You know,
Mm.
you can, this conflict, everything you're going through is your own creation. But,
Mm.
and you have the power to change it, but you are killing me, you're killing us both by doing this.